Hey, it's Rich. Welcome back. I just finished my 48th week on Wegovy. I just took this week's shot just a few minutes ago. Now, last week I told you I was going to go to the doctor. We were going to talk about my dosage, and we did. So I'm going to increase my dosage, but this week's shot was still at the half milligram dosage. And so next time I talk here, I will have just taken my 1 milligram. And so it's going to be a couple of weeks till I know how that's going to impact me, whether it's going to impact me on any kind of negative side effects or if it's going to help with my cravings. I have had significant food cravings for a while now, and it was a pretty easy call to increase the dosage. But, we have to try some other things too. The other thing my doctor is going to do is have me go to their nurse. I don't know what they call her, nurse pharmacist or nurse specialist or something like that. But she has a focus on dealing with people that are on the semaglutide type drugs and talking about issues that people are having. I'm assuming that we'll talk about maybe going to someone to talk about how I'm eating and a nutritionist and things like that. I don't know. We'll see. I go to that person this week. So I'm spending a fortune on healthcare besides gaining weight. I'm spending a fortune on healthcare. And quite frankly, some of it's just my own fault, right? I know that I'm hungry. I know it's really tough, but I'm also not helping myself, or I am helping myself, however you want to say it. Last week was Mother's Day, and at Mother's Day, we typically have strawberry shortcake and ice cream. And in my family, we don't have a little bit of strawberry shortcake and ice cream. We have a lot of strawberry shortcake and ice cream. And I had 2 helpings because I knew I was going to the doctor next day. And I knew it didn't matter because I've already gained weight. So I'm already going in the wrong direction. So why not? Why not live it up? And see, that's the wrong attitude. I know it's the wrong attitude, but I did it anyhow. It's kind of like when you are going to start a diet, and then for those couple of days before you say, okay, Monday, I'm going to start the diet Monday, and then the whole weekend you're eating yourself silly. Well, that's kind of what I've done over the last couple of weeks, I think, because I pretty much in my head decided that I was going to have to increase my dosage, and it seems to have given me a little bit of a pass. I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. So anyway, I went to my doctor. We talked about things and decided that increasing the dosage was probably the most obvious solution. But she's also going to have me go see the nurse who's in charge of prescribing these drugs and working with people taking the drugs. I think they call her a nurse pharmacist or something like that. And we're going to talk about what I'm doing, my exercise, my nutrition, probably see a nutritionist. Try to get on top of this because, man, I just can't gain this all back. I just can't. And anyone who's ever dieted, you lose a bunch of weight and then you gain it all back quick plus. And if I gain it all back quick plus, you're going to have to cut a hole in the side of my house to get me out the door, right? So I've got to make sure that doesn't happen. Anyhow, stay tuned. It's not good news this week. But anyway, let's talk about something a little more fun. What do you call a cool vegetable? What's the coolest vegetable? What's the coolest vegetable? Radish. Right? I'm so cool I can say stuff like that. No. What do you call an angry pea? The peas and carrots? What do you call an angry pea? Grumpy. A radish. Sorry. Look, you just can't beat these jokes. I got 3 vegetable jokes in a row. You can't beat it. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to let you go. Let's see, how did I do this week? I did terrible this week. I gained another 3 pounds. That brings me to it increasing, but down a total of 82 pounds, going in the wrong direction. I've got to get on top of this fast. We'll see you next week.